Welcome to the work session meeting of the Central Valley School Board, January the 10th, 2024. Will you please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Colleen, can you call roll, please?
Mr. Airline,
Here.
Ms. Castro,
Here.
Mr. Flynn,
Here.
Mrs. DeSenza,
Here.
Mr. McDonald,
Here.
Mr. Miller,
Here.
Mr. O'Neill,
Here.
Mr. Ross,
Here.
Mr. Amos.
Here. Thank you. Before we get into public comments and routine items on agenda items, I'd like to welcome two new board members, Mr. Joel McDonald and Mr. Anthony Anline. Congratulations on the next 4 years. Okay. Public comments on agenda items. If anyone is here to speak this evening about an agenda item, you can speak now. If you're here to address the board on a non-agenda item, basically you have to wait till the end of the meeting under public comment. So with that kept in mind, I'd like to defer to our solicitor.
Yes, I'm just going to run through some of the rules that are contained in the board policies as far as how public comment is received. This would apply both to the public comment right now on agenda items as well as the public comment at the end of the meeting. The board recognizes the value to school governance of public comment on educational issues and the importance of involving members of the public in board meetings. The board also recognizes its responsibility for proper governance of the district and the need to conduct its business in an orderly and efficient manner. The district is asking that the following be adhered to when you're providing your public comment. Each comment made by a participant shall be limited to 3 minutes, and that's without exception because there's many people here that would be important. No participant may speak more than once on the same topic, and again, that's without exception so that everyone has an opportunity to speak. All statements shall be directed to the president of the board. No participant may address or question board members individually. Depending on the issues that are raised, questions may be taken under consideration and answers would be given at the next public meeting. Failure to follow the requirements outlined by the board may result in terminating the time for that participant to provide statement if it's too lengthy, personally directed, abusive, or obscene. Request that any individual who violates the rules to leave the meeting when that person does not observe proper reasonable decorum. If necessary, request the assistance of law enforcement officers to remove a disorderly person when his conduct interferes with the orderly progress of the meeting. And the board does have the right to call a recess or adjourn to another time when the lack of public decorum interferes with the orderly conduct of the meeting. It's the intent of the district to work with the school community on all school-related issues. However, the board has a right to and will enforce reasonable expectations to conduct its meetings in an orderly fashion, and refusal to comply will not be tolerated. I do want to announce that there was an executive session that the board held at 6 o'clock this evening, immediately prior to this public portion of the meeting. The executive session was to discuss personnel matters, legal matters, and to receive information.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Falco. Okay. Any public comments on agenda items only? Okay, seeing none, we'll move on with the agenda. Minutes. To approve the voting session minutes from November 16th, 2023. And number 2, to approve the voting session minutes from December 7th, 2023. Moving on to the treasurer's report. Mr. O'Neill is our treasurer.
The following bills and reports are submitted for approval. A, we're going to pay bills, confirm the December 2023 general fund payments in the amount of $1,755,172.99. Number 2, confirm the December 23 cafeteria fund payments in the amount of $77,348.56. Number 3, confirm the December 2023 construction fund payments in the amount of $757.93. B, we have the reports. We'll be looking to approve the November 2023 Berkheimer report, and number 2, to approve the December 2023 Berkheimer report.
Thank you, Mr. O'Neill. Agenda items. A, board policy items. Number 1, to approve resolution 2024-03, authorizing participation in the 2024-2025 joint purchasing program with the Allegheny Intermediate Unit. Number 2, to approve a memorandum of understanding unification partnership with the Community College of Beaver County to affirm a plan to be implemented and followed in the event of a hazardous or traumatic event that requires the evacuation of building or buildings of the school district pending approval by the solicitor. Okay, moving on. Mr. O'Neill is our chairperson for negotiations.
Nothing formal to report, but we are currently informally talking with the service union representative. As a matter of fact, I have a meeting tomorrow.
Okay, thank you. Item C, education items. Ms. Belcastro is our chairperson.
Number 1, to approve, confirm the release time, staff developments request. If you look in the chart there, the first column is the conference. The middle column is the individuals, and then the third column is the dates they will be attending.
Okay, thank you. Anything else?
That's it.
Thank you. Item number D, technology. Mr. McDonald is our chairperson.
I have nothing to report this time.
Okay, we got meetings coming up though.
Correct.
Right. Okay, thank you. Item E, athletics. Mr. Ross is our chairperson.
Number 1, to approve the following conditioning programs to run January 8th, 2024 through March 2nd, 2024 at a rate of $10 per hour up to 60 hours total. The coaches that are involved in that are Shannon Sullivan, softball, Tim Brzezinski, baseball, Roxanne Delon, boys tennis, Bill King, track, Mark Lyons, weightlifting, 120 hours total through April. 2, to approve the Central Valley Middle School swim team to practice at Hopewell Pool this spring at a rate of $50 a day for the purpose of practices, pending approval by Hopewell Area School Board of Education. That's all, Mr. President.
Thank you, Mr. Ross. Moving right along, extracurricular activities. Mr. Analine is our chairperson.
So we have some field trips coming up. If you see the left column will show the destination. The middle column will show the group going, and on the right side will be the dates.
Thank you. Anything else?
That's all. Thanks.
Item G, building and grounds. Mr. Senzo, our chairperson.
Approve and confirm the following building usage requests. There's 4 columns: the building, the organization, the date, and the purpose of the request.
Thank you. Anything else, Mr. Senzo?
No, we'll be having the meeting
After the 22nd?
22nd. Yes.
Thank you. Looks like you got a little bit of reading.
Yeah.
Item H, personnel items. Mr. Bloom, as typical, is our chairperson.
Number 1, to approve the resignation of Shannon Tress, cafeteria general worker, effective December 7th, 2023. Number 2, to approve the retirement of Deanna Trombini, paraprofessional, effective January 4th, 2024. Number 3, to approve the retirement of Colleen Kearns, superintendent secretary, effective April 15th, 2024. Number 4, to approve the retirement of Dan Schottemantel, custodian, effective February 16th, 2024. Number 5, to approve the retirement of William Kibler, custodian, effective February 16th, 2024. Number 6, to approve Will Shearer as a mentor for Liz Walker for the 2023-2024 school year, this stipend of $300. Number 7, to approve the resignation of Linda Happich, paraprofessional, effective December 14th, 2023. Number 8, to approve a medical sabbatical for middle school employee ID number December 14th, 2023 through May 3rd, 2024. Number 9, to approve the resignation of Carly Barato, paraprofessional, effective January 16th, 2024. Number 10, to approve Ed Brunton as a full-time custodian at a rate of $14.50 an hour in accordance with the CVESP agreement, pending receipt, review, and acceptance of all clearances, effective January 3rd, 2024. Number 11, to approve the resignation of Ed Brunton, custodian, effective January 4th, 2024. Anything else, Dr. Perry?
That is all.
Okay. Thank you. Item I, finance items. Mr. Mullet is our chairperson.
Just one item to approve the adoption of the preliminary general fund budget for the 2024-2025 school year, which includes revenues of $44,736,687 and expenditures of $44,070,321.
Thank you. All right, anything else? Okay, now it's your turn. Item J, public comment.
I do want to remind the audience, if you are going to make a public comment, please come to the podium. When you go there, please state your name and then please stick to the 3-minute time limit, so that folks have a chance to speak. Anyone? A public comment? All right.
Okay. Item K, superintendent items and comments.
Do you want to do the?
Oh, that would be a good idea.
administration first?
All right. Mr. Pakovican, you want to give us an update on the high school? Great.
I just have a few comments here, just some dates and things are happening in the high school currently right now. We are currently in the middle of Keystone exams. We'll finish those exams tomorrow with algebra and some makeup, and that'll be finished. We're at the end of the semester. Our final exams will be next week, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and our second semester will begin on the 23rd. And just an upcoming date, our musical, My Favorite Year, will be February 29th, March 1st and 2nd in the auditorium, and tickets will go on sale for that January 22nd online on our website.
Okay.
Thank you.
Mr. Kerr.
Okay, moving right along.
Casey?
Casey, tell us about what's happening in the middle school.
We've had a busy month and a half in December and January at the middle school. In December, we had our Warrior games on the day before Christmas break. So the students on 6th, 7th, and 8th grade, the different teams compete against each other. They had a really fun time with that. We had our Winter Wonderland dance in December, and the students raised a total of $7,436.43 for our CV food pantry. So we were very proud of them. Our prince and princess of the dance both raised over $1,000 personally. So they really did a great job. We do want to congratulate all the students who either fundraised or attended the dance. We did our MAPS testing in December for language, reading, and math, and we will be analyzing that data for our flexible groupings with our skills group. Next week, we will be doing the universal screener for our positive behavior intervention and support program, so we can start some of those intervention groups and change some of the groupings. We have our plans for success parent conferences on January 22nd. Our unified bocce starts at the end of January. It'll start on January 19th, will be their first practice, and we're planning for professional development on Monday. Thank you.
Thank you. Ms. Park, you're going to do dual role tonight.
Yeah.
Todd Lane and special ed.
Good evening. I have information to share on Todd Lane's behalf. Ms. Vergotti was unable to be here today, but she wants everyone to know that the students have been working really hard at Todd Lane. This week, they've been working on their second round of diagnostic tests. We give the DIBELS and the MAPS assessment. Students are excited to see their growth and the progress. We always enjoy taking a look at that. This week also, they're celebrating that the PTA is hosting a Warrior Kindness Challenge for students. So students are asked to complete daily acts of kindness, and they're coupling that with a Spirit Week. And then to end the week, the students will enjoy an assembly with Josh and Gab, which is always a group favorite. And thank you to our PTA, many of you members may be here, for helping to organize and support that for our students. And then beginning next week on January 17th, students are going to have the opportunity to participate in the Kids of Steel Challenge. And those participants are going to track their miles from now until May, so getting in their steps. And then tomorrow night, Todd Lane's going to have their band and choral concert at 7 p.m. at the high school auditorium. So we hope to see many of you there.
Thank you.
Would you like Mrs. Kasanovich to go and I come back?
Thank you.
Get your steps in tonight.
Join the Kids of Steel Challenge.
Stanovich, tell us about Center Grange.
We've been busy the last couple months too, in December and January. So we had our very successful holiday before the holiday with our Christmas play for grade 2. Santa came to visit from the firefighters, Polar Express party with the whole school. A lot of fun activities for the kids in December. So in January now, when we started back, we are also doing a lot of the same things as everyone else. Our benchmark assessments to form new intervention groups to get the kids support that they need. Universal screener to get their other groups going for behavior supports. We also are planning for our Act 80 Day on Monday with some Amplify reading training for our Dibbles assessments. And we're also doing our kindness challenge with Josh and Gab the week after Todd Lane. So we're really busy at Center Grange.
I don't want to put you on a spot, but I do want to ask you.
But I will.
You've now witnessed 4 months of all-day kindergarten. Any comments?
They're doing really well.
Are they?
Yes, they are. They were tired at first. I'll be honest with you. It was very difficult because they weren't used to being in school all day long. So it was a challenge, but they're doing well. I looked at some of the assessments that they've already done, and they're doing a lot of good progress. I mean, I'm really pleased, really pleased.
Are you saying better than what they did in half a day?
I haven't looked at those numbers. Their progress right now.
Okay. Thank you
I think that by the end of the year, we can give you a full report.
Yeah,
on
Please do.
the academics between last year and this year. And I think we also can give you some behavioral statistics with regards to how kids are holding up behaviorally all day long in kindergarten versus half day.
Yeah.
I do believe it was an adjustment for our teaching staff as well.
It was.
Kids there all day.
It was. It was an adjustment for me. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, I'm back.
I see that.
So now maybe with so many people here, we can recruit some members for our Polar Plunge team. We have a great team of 37 members who will be plunging into the Great Beaver River on Saturday, January 27th at Bridgewater Landing. We always have great participation from our community. I want to thank everyone for the ongoing support. We win the Cool Schools Challenge year after year, hoping we can continue to do that for maybe the 10th year straight or whatever it is now that we have running. We are definitely the team to beat. So different schools from other communities are definitely gunning for us. We have a goal of reaching $10,000 as a district. Currently, the elementary schools are doing coins for a cause, so that's a way you can contribute. And if you're too chicken to plunge into the river, you can actually sign up as a chicken. So there's lots of opportunities to participate. And just so you know, all of the money that's raised by Special Olympics through this event stays in Beaver County. So there are Beaver County events that happen. Also, we directly benefit in our school district from the funds that are raised. We have a young athletes program at Center Grange. We have bocce at Todd Lane Middle School and High School, and a track and field program at high school as well, which allows a lot of our students with special needs to participate alongside typical peers. And then we even travel to some different schools to compete around the county. And then also have a regional opportunity to compete for a spot at the state competition for bocce or track and field, which is very great. We are going to have a high school bocce match here at the high school on Wednesday, the 17th at 3:30. If you haven't been to a bocce match, you're missing out. I think it's a great opportunity and it's a great thing to watch our students participate in. As far as things on the gifted side, we have students from middle school and high school who are going to be attending academic games events here in the county. They're going to compete for a spot towards earning a spot in the national competition. This year's national competition will be in Atlanta, Georgia. And our most recent upcoming events are current events, theme, and linguistics.
Before you leave, and I don't want to put you on the spot, but I'm going.
You're going to.
And I don't want to miss anybody, and I don't want to, I don't want to miss people, or misspeak to who they are, but the folks that organize our Polar Plunge.
Yes. So I started putting together a list and then I was afraid I was going to miss somebody, but I'm happy to report who I know. And if I missed you, please tell me tomorrow and I'll make it up to you next month. Courtney Modis and Elise King, for the last couple of years have been our co-captains. They do a great job of rallying the troops and they put a lot of time and effort behind the scenes outside of hours. Miss King's on maternity leave, still working on making sure our team stays strong. Along with that, there are a lot of Center Grange teachers that help to support them with other fundraising events. So I know Marie King has been involved, Sherry Maselli, Jessica Houston. So those are a few to name that I know have done some extra fundraising activities that many people have participated.
And all of our staff is tremendous when it comes to supporting our programs. And I don't want to leave
The sea of
the out.
when you're there.
There's no question that they do a terrific job. And as Aaron said about going to a bocce match, you ever get an opportunity to go to Special Olympics, it'll warm your heart. And it's a good reminder for us as educators to get out there, and it really reinforces why we do what we do.
Yes, we have great staff here. We have great students. We have great support from the community and parents, and I'm proud to be a Warrior.
Starts with the leadership. You do.
Thank you. Thank you.
So Park, link for being involved in the Polar Plunge where I didn't see, is there anything on the website or?
I don't think there's anything on the website, but if anyone's interested, you can reach out to me directly and I can make sure that you get the link for that.
Yeah.
I don't know if we're able to put that on.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Okay. Mr. Chacon is out amongst the wrestling match and what other events we have going on tonight. Mr. I. Miller is still in the back, if you don't mind.
I could see him back there. Okay. Hi, Miller.
Now that we're back from break, in full swing of prepping for the in-service day on Monday. Lots of curriculum work with different teachers going on that day, amongst other professional development that the principals have put together. We are preparing to do new copier installation at the end of January. They actually got delivered over break, which was much earlier than I originally anticipated. So that's exciting. And in the process of wrapping up outstanding tech items related to the Center Grange project. Hopefully we're bringing that punch list to a close here very, very soon.
Thank you very much. You have everybody? It's your turn.
So I'd just like to remind the public, especially, those with children in the district, with the weather coming, there's always potential for delays, call-offs and, FID days, things like that. Try to do the best you can to pay attention to the weather so you can prepare. I know it's not easy as a parent when you have young children, especially. We have those types of days, but try to pay attention to the weather and make sure that your children are bringing home their devices and things like that in case we would have snow issues that we need to deal with. Also, I want to remind everyone, as I do pretty much every month, we are looking for people that want to work for the Central Valley School District. We have custodial positions, has a wonderful benefit package. If someone's looking for benefits and looking to work, it's a great opportunity. We are still looking for bus drivers, both Fry and ABC. We are still short drivers. I realize it's a national problem. But we're going to continue to try to pound the streets and get more folks that want to come and work for the district and or for our transportation companies. And as Mrs. Park said, she's recruiting for Polar Plunge. If anybody's looking to work with our students, we have paraprofessional positions. She's a pretty good salesperson back there.
I'll put you any building you want.
So, we do have openings here at Central Valley. We'd love for you to become a part of the Warrior family. Check our website. There's information on the website for how to get in touch with the people in charge of that. Or you're certainly welcome to email me if there's something you're interested in. I can point you in the right direction.
Okay.
That's all I have.
Any board member comments? I got one last thing. I'd be remiss if I didn't introduce to you, the public, our new business manager. She comes from Riverview High School. Riverview? Yes. It's Miss Joan Wayner. And she takes the place of John Maley, who retired in the last day of the year. And John really did a great job for us. I know you got big shoes to fill, but you got the credentials behind it. Welcome aboard.
Thank you.
Okay.
We're gonna be executive session,
Yes,
so
I'm gonna
no
defer.
action.
I'm gonna divert us up.
Yeah, before we adjourn, we just want to also announce that we're going to have an executive session immediately after tonight's meeting to continue discussions on legal matters.
There'll be no.
We won't be returning for any vote. Once we adjourn, we'll be adjourned.
Okay. We have a motion to adjourn. Motion, Mr. Bloom, seconded by Mr. Moad. Being adjourned.